What up, everybody? It's your boy Goosebumps Jen here, also aka Joshua Asaki. Back with another video, guys. You know it. So let's get into this video. It's gonna be a movie review of one of the greatest werewolf movies, in my opinion, and a lot of folks who love horror movies, love werewolf movies, opinion. American Werewolf in London. So basically, the story's about two guys. One named Dave. I forgot what the other name was. I think it was Jack. If I'm mistaken. He was Dave and Jack, I believe. And they're backpacking across Britain, and one night they get attacked by a wolf, in air quotes, because it's not really a wolf, it's a werewolf. And Jack is killed, basically, and David is just bitten, and got kind of minor scrapes and bruises, but is also bitten. And he's in recovery in the hospital, and he falls and has terrible nightmares, and his friend's ghost, per se, tells him that he has to kill himself because he's a werewolf. And he's like, yeah, you're just an illusion, you're not real, you're just my guilty conscience because I survived and you didn't. And he falls in love with this British nurse who, gotta say, it's quite fucking hot. He falls in love with her. He stays at her apartment, I guess, for, I don't know why he decided to stay in London, though. It's a question. He's an American. After that, I would have flown right home. Like, after I got out of the hospital, fuck London, I would have flown right home. But, I don't think he can. I don't know why. So, he still has, he doesn't believe him. And then, one night, he transforms into a werewolf. And it's the most, I would say, the way he does it in the movie, it is the most painful process ever in the movie. I'm not sure in real life if it's painful. I do believe in werewolves in real life, guys. I'm one of those. You call me a crazy idiot, but I'm not crazy. I mean, you got Beast of Prey Road. You got werewolf sightings from all dating back to 1600s. Let's scratch that. Dating back to ancient times, you got werewolf sightings. You got I know ancient times, they might be on some type of drug. Yeah, they might be on some type of drug, but we don't know what that they were on a drug or not at the time they said they saw this shit. So back to the werewolf one. So he goes, basically, he transforms one night and just terrorizes fucking London. He kills, I think, one person in the subway. And then, after he kills one person in the subway, he goes back home, and he's back to normal. And there's, the British girlfriend's like, oh, what happened? I didn't see you last night, la, la, la. Where'd you go? Oh, shit, I went out. He's struggling with the fact that now he's a werewolf. And he's trying to he tells her that if he ever tried to hurt her, he wants her to kill him. He wants him to kill him. Because it's only a person who can love only a person who loves a werewolf can kill them. And he goes into a movie theater and he kills another group of people, and then he's in the movie theater, I believe, and his friend and other guys are decaying, they're becoming zombies, ghosts, I guess you could say, zombie ghosts. And yeah, you need to kill them now, you need to die now. That's what I feel bad for the British dude who got killed. Because, he just didn't know what the fuck was going on. Sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry I'm yawning so much. No, so he didn't know what the fuck was going on. So, basically, he ended up terrorizing London. I don't know how long they said it was. But it was, like 6 or 7, I would guess about maybe 7 weeks. Maybe 8 at the best. They don't really explain how long it was. I'm guessing 8 or 9 weeks. Just how long he terrorized London. And then it leads up to an entire chase scene where it's cops, the Metropolitan Police are just chasing him. They finally corner him into an alley in London, and it's the girlfriend who has the gun, and she says David's name, and David kind of recognizes her and then tries to attack her, and she shoots and kills him, and he transforms back. I don't remember if he said anything. I haven't watched the movie in like a hot minute. I've watched it maybe. The last time I watched it was 3 weeks ago. But it was I don't remember if he says anything after he gets shot. If he did, he probably said thank you. Obviously, shit happens. But he probably said thank you if he did say anything. But if not, if he didn't say anything, it's probably, I don't know what else he would have said. Fuck you. I doubt it highly because he probably said thank you. If he said anything, I don't remember if he said anything or not, guys. So don't take my word for it if he did or not. But definitely a great movie. Probably one of my favorite werewolf movies of all time. A couple other movies I like that are werewolf movies. Like I said, The Silver Bullet, The Howling, Part 1 and 2. Really good film. Definitely swear by it. The Wolfman 2010. Okay, let me put it this way. I've seen The Wolfman 1940, okay? And I've seen Wolfman 2010. If you can't stand black and white films, don't go see Wolfman 1940 something. You won't like it. It's not... Okay, how do I put it? Today's standards, it's not scary at all. The Wolfman doesn't even really look like a Wolfman per se. He looks half human, half, I would say cat, but back then he looked like a wolf, I guess. I don't know. In the 1940s Wolfman. And don't by me saying this, think I'm bagging on 1940s Wolfman. It's a great film. It's a great horror classic, and I love it to death. Don't get me wrong. I do love that film. It's just to us today's standards, it wouldn't hold up as a good, scary film. Shit. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. But it's a great film, 1941. 2010 one is really good. It has a pretty good. It has Anthony Hopkins, Benicio del Toro. Definitely a great film. Definitely go check that one out. I'm not sure if it's the same plot as the 1940s Wolfman, but it's a great film. My favorite scene in the 2010 Wolfman is this one scene. I don't like psychiatrists. I'll hate this right now. From watching horror movies from all this time, in my opinion, I've grown a dislike for psychologists and psychiatrists, okay, and psychiatric doctors. From learning what they used to do to patients, from movies where they go investigate haunted asylum, and it turns out the inmates were being abused and shit, and from just like ghosts, like when you go to in a horror movie and you're like, oh, this creature is chasing me. It's a supernatural creature, and the psychiatrist says, nah, you're just depressed. Nah, you're just schizophrenic. And 9 times out of 10, they're the one that says, I fucked up, I was wrong, and then they immediately get killed right after they see what the person was talking about. Yeah, you should maybe take a chance to listen to your get your degree for sometimes, because not everything in the world can be discovered by science. And I'm just putting that out there. So my favorite scene is when the guy I think Benicio del Toro is the one who's the werewolf, or whatever is the guy's name. Shit. Again, why am I keep yawning? Anyway, so he's in a straitjacket, and they're doing like an old 1800s way of a psychiatrist evaluation in a hospital. They would bring you in front of like a class, and they would talk. It would be if you were if you were mentally ill, and they would talk about what your problem was. Like this guy has delusions that he's a monster, like a creature or some shit. Blah, blah, blah. So that's what he says. That this guy has delusions that he's a werewolf and he's a danger to others. And it's the full moon and this class is taking place, and immediately, out of nowhere, he's like, just let me go now, or he said that to the psychiatrist, let me go now, or I won't be, people's blood is on your hands. And he's like, don't worry, my dear boy, you'll be fine, everybody will be fine. Wolfman comes out and he just starts shaking and starts going absolute batshit crazy. His hands start to grow longer. His feet start to change. Just grow more hair. His teeth grow, and everyone just stares in fucking horror. And then he breaks out of the chair that he's been tied in, and then just attacks everybody in the crowd and attacks the psychiatrist, and then breaks out of the psychiatric ward with through the window, and is chased by police in London. I believe it's London. Yeah, London police. Great film. One of the greatest films I probably watched. 2010, The Werewolf, The Wolfman. Definitely go check that one out as well. Like, comment, subscribe, guys, if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Also, there is a sequel technically to American Werewolf and the American Werewolf in London, American Werewolf in Paris. I don't like the story, and I don't like I've seen it, and it's not a good film by any means standards. It's an okay film. It's a C, maybe a B-list film at the best. Like a low B. Maybe if it's anything, it's a low B. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Please share me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, please, as well.